Israelites as described in the Bible, through history, through the promises, and through the curses.
That's right.
The blessings and the curses tell us who we are, right? So how come we don't know to this day, right? Give me Jeremiah chapter 17 and 4, and give me Jeremiah 42 and 18, right? We have to find out the reasoning behind why we're so lost and why we don't understand. Why we're made a spectacle to the world, right? Why they see us at the bottom of the barrel, and why our people don't even see us like, we the top nation no more, right? It's a reason behind that. Deep down, every Israelite knows that they got something special within them. Every time we ask, well, I'm a chosen person. All right, how do you prove that? You can prove it with the scriptures, little do you know, right? Bring that out.
It's the book of Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4.
Bring it out.
And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy heritage.
The Lord said ourselves, we as a people shall discontinue from our heritage, right?
It's okay, fam.
From thy heritage
Y'all got 5
that I
minutes.
gave thee.
5 minutes.
And I will cause thee to serve thy enemy.
What's going on, King? Can I ask you a question real quick? What's your nationality? You say African American? All right, now check this out. If I was to, what's your nationality, King? You say African American too? What's your nationality? Okay, cool. That's exactly the answer I wanted. Now, we are the same people, right? How come if I ask our people, you say African American, she say black, but we the same people, right? Think about it, right? If I was to ask a Chinese person, 2 Chinese people, they'll probably tell me the same, I'm Chinese from so-and-so, right? How come we the only race on the planet, we give 1,000 different answers for who we are, but we're all the same people?
That's right.
You ever think about that? Right? You ever think about that? Can I show y'all something? I'm not trying to look. You see this book right here? This is a holy Bible, right? I'm not trying to force no type of denomination, Catholicism on you. I just want to show you who you are according to the scriptures, right? Let me give you one verse. Give me that Jeremiah 42 and 18, right? Because I bet y'all never heard our history is in the Bible, right? Watch this.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 42, in verse number 18.
Bring it out.
For thus said the Lord.
I'm going to break it down, right? This is what God said. Y'all come around. Y'all swing around.
Hey, take a fly, bro.
All right. Hey, bro. Y'all gonna come back?
No, I didn't want to walk through there.
You can still bring it out.
For thus said the Lord of hosts, Yahweh of Israel, as my anger and my fury have been poured.
As the Lord's anger and his fury has been poured, right? The Lord is not just going to be angry and nothing happens like us. Jake could get angry. We can have a whole argument, but we know Jake really not all Jakes are really about it, man. You know what a Jake from his spirit, right? Jake, the ones that like to talk, the ones that like to get in your face, they're not going to do nothing, right? Their courage get abated, right? They mad, but then their wrath kind of die down. When the Lord get angry, he got to take it out on something, right? You know how, Jake, they get mad, they kind of punch the wall in the room, right? They start slamming stuff, right? When the Most High gets angry, he's going to take that anger out. We inherited the same traits as the Lord. That's why when we get angry, something's getting broke, right? A lot of times, not through wisdom, right? But a lot of times, so when sisters get broke, they might break their man PlayStation. They might break their man, game console. They might kind of bust up the vehicle, right? When the Lord get mad, what do you think is going to happen, Jeremiah? It's ugly, man, right? So let's keep reading on that. Y'all go off through.
God, as my anger and my fury have been poured forth upon the inhabitants of Jerusalem.
Upon who?
Upon the inhabitants of Jerusalem.
Upon the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and we know who that is, right? That's us, right? We were the inhabitants of Jerusalem. Hold that. Give me the book of Galatians chapter 4 and verse 16, right? Or 4 and 26, right? Because we have to understand, when you read, go precept upon precept, you have to make them connect. So if the fury of the Lord is being poured on the inhabitants of Jerusalem, then who are the inhabitants of Jerusalem, right? Give me Galatians 4 and 26, right?
This is the book of Galatians, chapter 4 and verse 26. But Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all.
That's the motherland to the Israelites. If this was written by us, for us, that FUBU spirit, if this is for us, by us, right, then we got to understand that this is talking about our homeland. If it's talking about the free land, right? So Jerusalem is the free land. What's going on, sister? Can I ask you a question? What's your nationality? Black? Come chop it up with me, right? Our heritage are Israelites, right? Black is a color, right? So now that we understand that that's talking about Jerusalem, let's go back, right? What's going on, King? Shalom, shalom. Nice to see you out here, King. All right, you resting today? No work? No buying, no selling? All praise to the Most High.
Come. So, so shall my fury, so shall my fury be poured forth, shall be poured forth upon you.
Right? So the Lord's fury, he took his anger out on us, right?
When ye shall enter into Egypt,
When we shall go into captivity again with ships,
and ye shall be an expiration and an astonishment.
right? When we're a laughing stock, right? And something to be looked at and pointed at and talked about, right?
And a curse.
And a curse that we read about in the book of Deuteronomy, and through multiple books we read about these curses, but mainly in the book of Deuteronomy, right?
And a reproach, and ye shall see this place no more.
Right? The Lord said that hey, when it goes down, right? And that's talking about Jerusalem. When we see the curses, when we become a reproach, we're going to know that, it went down in Egypt, right? It went down in not Egypt, sorry. It went down in Jerusalem. The Israelites lost their heritage. The Israelites lost who they were, right? You got a precept? Come on, you can bring it out.
God, verse 19, the Lord hath said concerning you, O ye remnant of Judah, go ye not into Egypt. Know certainly that I have admonished you this day.
The Lord has admonished us from the days of old, right? This isn't just a new concept that the Lord came up with, where he's mad, so now he has to take it out on us. This isn't new, but the Lord been doing this for centuries, man. Right? What's going on, family? How y'all doing? Can I ask y'all a question real quick? It's going to be real quick. What's your heritage? What's your nationality? What's your nationality? Like your race. All right, cool. Come chop it up with me. It's going to be real quick. All right. Well, I'm here to say that y'all are God's chosen people. Y'all are Israelites. Can I get you a flyer? It got all our info on it. Everything that I was going to tell you is on that piece of paper, right? But that's our heritage according to the Bible, right? We're not black. We're not Baptists. We're not Catholics, right? We're Israelites, right? You good. Give me Ephesians 6 and 10, right? And give me Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and 13. Come. Right? Because we have to understand, again, right, the Lord, he takes his fury out, but it's a target, right? Every time you might get a weapon, right, you're going to do target practice, right? What's going on, family? Can I ask you a question? We're not Muslim up here. We're not Muslim. Oh, can I ask you a question? No. We Israelites. What prophecy did he bring up? What prophecy did he show? Give me one prophecy. But how is he a prophet? Okay, but how is he a prophet? What prophecy did he say? But give me one prophecy that makes him a prophet. Why you can't answer it, King? Right, but give me one prophet that Muhammad gave. You gotta come into the knowledge of you being an Israelite. Yeah. Yahweh by Shema Mashiach Yahushua. You're an Israelite, whether you believe it or not. Right? I don't even know how to spell Salam Alaikum. Right? That's crazy. I just asked one question. I just want to know. I sincerely want to know a prophecy. they first cousins, but Christ came on scene way in a whole New Testament. Okay. That's crazy, man. That just goes to show, give me Hosea 4 and 6. It always has to come up because this is what it always goes back to. It doesn't matter how old you are, man. It seems like, with age, our people get worse.
That's right.
Right? And hold that. Give me the book. Bring that out.
This is Ezekiel chapter 2 and verse number 5.
Bring it up.
And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear.
Right, whether they hear it or whether they don't, what's going to happen?
For they are rebellious house.
Right? We're rebellious. We stiff-necked. Right? Whether we hear it or whether we don't hear it, our people are rebellious, man. Right?
Yet shall know that there have been a prophet among them.
Right? Couldn't prove to me one prophecy. That's the only question I had. We could have, left the conversation right there, right? But the only question I wanted to know was what prophecy did so-called Prophet Muhammad bring forth? And now I'm learning about Christ's first cousin. Like, what is happening?
Muhammad came from Ishmael.
That was it. That was it. That was the only thing he knew. That just goes to show how people just regurgitate what they hear, right? Bring that out.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse number 6.
Bring it out.
My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
Right? Our people believe in anything, right? Our people reject knowledge. They reach for something that's too high, and then it falls on them, man. And now they just stuck. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to believe in. They hear something, and then they just follow it. It's going with the wind, right?
That thou shalt be no priest to me,
That we be no priest to the Most High.
seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God. I will also forget thy children.
Right, seeing as we forgot the law of the Most High, hey, he kind of just left us off because we do this stuff to ourselves, man. Right? I think I want the book of Sirach, chapter 5, and verse number 25. Salah. Sirach 5 and verse 9.
This is the book of Sirach.
What's going on? We talked to you, brother, right? All praise. What's your nationality? You know it. So you an Israelite from the tribe of Gad. That's what you are, okay? What's going on, sister? How y'all feeling? I'm doing good. Y'all know who y'all are according to what? Okay, can I ask you a question? I want to just kind of get into it. Original people? That's a good answer. But what's going on, sister? What we out here to tell our people is that we're the Israelites. We're God's chosen people. And according to Bible prophecy and everything that comes with it, that's how we know who we are. Can I get you a flyer? Can we get you a flyer? Right? Y'all are God's chosen people. Y'all are Israelites. Y'all know that? Can I prove it to you?
I know it.
How you know it? I just told you.
Because I used to mess with somebody.
What tribe you from? That's a new excuse. What's going on, King? You good to go, right? Can I ask you a question, though? What's your nationality?
So should we go down that street?
You said what? Black? Okay, cool. You're an Israelite. Can I get you a flyer? Everything that... Okay, well now you gotta tell people that you're an Israelite. All right, brother. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I feel you. All right, King. It's Mardi Gras. Yeah, it's Mardi Gras. Yeah. So it is. What's going on, family? Y'all got 1 minute? Can I ask y'all a question? What's your nationality? Anybody? It's an open question. Right? Bring it up.
Con, this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 5 and verse 9.
Bring it out.
When now, not with every wind.
Winnow.
Winnow, not with every wind.
Right? Just like a fish, it catches the current and it just goes in the direction of the current. If you ever seen Nemo, I believe he got swept up by the current. Right? So you catch that current, you just going anywhere where it takes you. Right? You throw a piece of paper out and it's windy, it's going to carry it wherever the wind goes, it just follows. Right? So the Lord said, don't winnow or don't go into every direction, into every path, into every doctrine and philosophy that's told to you. Right? You got to make sense of something. What's going on, family? Right? Can I ask y'all a question?
You can.
What's your nationality? Caribbean? Black? So we are the same people. The Lord said that we Israelites, that means God's chosen people.
That's right.
Right? So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are all the same, and we are Israelites. Right? But like I was saying, you know, you can't just go into every direction that the wind takes you. Right? You might end up in a ditch. You might end up in deep water. Right? You might start, you know, you might, that's how tornadoes are made, man. You get strong gusts of wind. Right? And now wherever you land is wherever you land. Right? And that ultimately ends up in death. Why? Because you didn't keep the commandments. It all circles back, like I say, to keeping the commandments, right?
Come, for so doeth the sinner that have a double tongue.
And the scriptures say a double-hearted man is unstable in all his ways. So you speak in one thing, but you believe in another. You have faith in one thing, but you don't really believe in it, right? You got a double heart, right? You're unstable, man. They tell that to mental people, man. You got a mental illness, you're mentally unstable, right? The Lord said you're unstable if you say one thing and you believe in something else, right? You're unstable if you're an Israelite but you're saying Salam Alaikum, right? A word that you can't even spell, man, right? And see that? I can tell by the way she got up, that was a hard as hell fall, man, right? But you can't be one thing and then claim to be another thing, man, right? And our people have to come out of that. That's having your conscience seared with a hot iron, right? Keep going on that.
Come, be steadfast and thy understanding, and let thy word be the same.
It says be what in thy understanding?
Be steadfast.
Meaning you got to be fervent, right? Just like when you put the car in cruise control, it's going that same speed. You have to be steadfast, right? You can't diminish. You can't take away from. The only thing you should be doing is adding, right? The Lord gives us talents. He gives us wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. But you should not diminish from that. You should add to that, right? What's going on, sisters? You doing good? Can I ask y'all a question? What's y'all's nationality? Okay. What's your nationality? No, it's okay. Look, it's okay. We're not here to, you know, make y'all feel a certain type of way. But so you say African American, right? You say on what side of the family? Like your dad? Is your dad white? He's black? Okay, good. That's okay. It's an endless genealogy. You know, it's okay. And you said black, right? What'd you say? Oh, okay, cool. So basically, I'm gonna show y'all one scripture, right? Now, I know it's the Bible, right? Bible's a very controversial book, right? However, that's through the lens of what the world preaches it as. What we say is this is a book of our history. Think about this. When we was in school, we learned that we were slaves in Egypt. I mean, not Egypt, America, right? So, who were we before we were slaves in America? But where at? Where at? So you say Native American, right? Where at? Yes. See, like, because we know we're royalty. That's a fact. We know it, but we just can't put a date on it. We can't go back and trace where we come from. The Bible tells us everything that we say, we're royalty. We come from kings. We descend from princesses and royalty. That's all in the scriptures, right? But we just come out here to tell our people that. Because our people say, well, I'm black. We had somebody say, I'm just a nigga, right? When we trying to tell our people we more than that. We more than what they tell us, right? So can I show you something real quick? Right? Don't keep this in the mindset of this is a Christian book, because it's not. That was put on us in slavery, right? This is a book of our history. This is literally like, you know how the news, you got CNN, right? Right behind you. You got the CNN Center. They pull up on the scene and they talking about what happened at that scene, right? That's literally like what this is. Our forefathers put up on the scene and they wrote it down, right? So this is like a written down or a script for a television show, right? Just think about it like that, right? Give me Jeremiah chapter 42 and verse 18, right? That's my new class, right? I'm gonna show you something real quick. I ain't gonna make it too long, but Jeremiah 42 and 18. And the reason why I bring out Jeremiah is because he's a prophet. You know, the prophets, they was bringing out stuff that was told in their time, but they didn't get to see it. It's happening down the line, right? So this is something that's happening that we see to this day. That happened all the way back in the time of our forefathers.
For thus This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 42 and verse 18.
Bring it out.
For thus said the Lord of hosts,
Now, this is something the Lord said, right?
the God of Israel.
When we say Israel, we talking about our people, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Because we are the same people, right? Yeah, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. I wanted to make sure I said Native American because, you know, you in there, you included, right?
As my anger and my fury have poured forth upon the inhabitants of Jerusalem.
Right? Because the Lord, he compares us to being his children. So when your children are disobedient, it's going to be a punishment. Whether you whoop them, right? Whether you just ground them, you tell them to go to their room, you might take away console, phone, whatever, right? It's a punishment. Now the Lord's saying that he's pouring his wrath or his anger down on us because we deserve a punishment, right? It's something that we didn't do that he told us to do that is going on for so long, and he gave us chance after chance to now it's just he got to drop the hammer on us, right?
Cause so shall my fury be poured forth upon you when ye shall enter into Egypt.
And now he's saying, so now my anger, you're going to understand that I was pissed off, right, when you enter into Egypt. Or Egypt is synonymous with the word captivity in the Bible. Because you had Moses in the time of Egypt, right? And then he prophesied that we was going to go into slavery again on Egypt, but this time on ships. And the way we know how where Egypt is today is because we came in slavery on ships. That's the time it was recorded, right? When we, not Egypt, physical Egypt, but it's referred to as spiritual Egypt, which is America. Does that make sense? All right, I want to make sure. Sometimes my words get jumbled up when I talk fast, right? All praises, right? So now he's saying we're going to go into Egypt again, but this time on ships, and that is equivocal to America, right?
Come, and ye shall be an execration and an astonishment.
Right, we're going to be the laughing stock of all these nations. They look at us and they call us ratchet. They call us thugs. They call us bees and hoes, right? They call us anything under the sun. Niggas, Negroes, niggers, right? Anything. Blicks, monkeys, right? Anything derogatory you can think of.
Come, and a curse.
Right? And a curse. And that's why our people are going around calling themselves a color. When the Lord said that we was princesses, kings, right? Royalty, right? The leading class, right? I'm going to show you something. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6, right? We could drop that, but this is what the Lord said about us and how he thinks about us to this day.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
For thou art an holy people.
The Lord said we holy. What do y'all think the word holy means? Okay. What you think? Okay, the word holy, all it means, a lot of times in the Bible, it's a much simpler answer than what we might think, right? All the word holy means is set apart, right? So when it, yeah, that's cool. So when you see the word Holy Bible, it just means set apart, collection of records, right? So bring that up.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 20 and verse 26. And ye shall be holy unto me.
The Lord is saying, be separate to me. Like, y'all are mine. Y'all are my kids, right? Every other nation, they're not my kids. Even though I made them, right? Y'all are mine. Y'all look like me. Y'all act like me. The reason why we go off and do the things that we do is because we in the image of the Lord. You see what I'm saying? The reason why we're so different from everybody, all the nations, they want to be like us. We dominate in everything we do is and all the nations, they want to be like this, right? Everything that we do is because we come from the Lord. We have his characteristics, right?
For I, the Lord, am holy, and have severed you from other people.
And he said, I, the Lord, I'm set apart. I'm not like any other God. I created heaven and earth, and I have cut you off from every other nation, right?
Serving you from other people, that ye should be mine.
That we should be his. So we're his kids. Does that make sense?
Why you
Right?
believe it right
I
here?
feel distracted, right? They just kind of pulled up right next to us, but you know. So is this making sense so
Hey,
far?
what's up, family?
All praise.
How y'all
So let's go
doing?
back on that, and then I'm gonna show y'all something real quick.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse number 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
So now the Lord is saying, y'all are separate, y'all are severed, right? Y'all are different, right? Just how every other nation, they're made after their own God, right? They have their own God, right? The angels, they have Buddha, they have whoever they, he's white. This is crazy. Even the other nations can't have nothing for themselves. Dang. But anyways, back on track, right? Come on now. They got he got on Crocs. What is going on, man? He got on prison shoes. This is crazy. Anyways, back on track. Right?
This is book. Where we at? 7 and 6, right? For thou art a holy people.
So we're set apart. We're a set apart people. We know that. Just look at the way our hair grows. You see what I'm saying?
Unto the Lord thy God.
What? We're holy to the Lord. We ain't got to be different for nobody else except the Most High.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people.
He didn't say I chose you to be a special person. I chose y'all to be a special people, right?
Unto himself.
To himself, right? Pay attention to this next line. Above all people. That's in the Bible. I didn't come up with that as much as I would like to. I didn't come up with that. That's in the Holy Bible, right? He said above all people
that are upon the face of the earth.
Upon the face of the earth. And he said that we belong to him. I didn't choose to, I'm an Israelite today. The Lord made us like that. So that's a beautiful thing to have that type of, shalom, right? To have that type of regard. The Lord thinks about it like that, like we're his kids. We belong to him, right? Is that making sense? All right, so now we know what our name, right, would be Israelites. In America, we have last names, we got middle names. The Lord said that our name is Israel, right? That's what we are, right? So now that we know that we're Israel, right? If I look on here, you say you're Native American, right? So more than likely, on your father's side, you will come from the tribe of Gad, right? And you say you're African American, right? You would be from the tribe of Judah, right? Because you have one nation, one race, but we're divided into 12 tribes. That's why we look so unique and different, right? You have Native Americans, you have Hispanics, and then you have the so-called Black West Indies, right? We look different from the so-called Hispanics, but we're the same nation. You have 12 different sectors and one nation. That's unique. That's something special. That's something we possess, right? Whereas you got the so-called, I don't want to throw them out there, but you got the Asian race, and you can't tell who from who, what country from what. You see what I'm saying? Right? North Korea from South Korea, right? So that makes sense. All praises. Oh, let's get Deuteronomy 10 and 12, right? I know I said I wasn't going to be too long-winded, but I'm going to leave y'all with this, right? Because knowing that it's a difference between knowing and then doing, right? When knowing, okay, I'm an Israelite, I'm cool, I'm chosen, whatever, right? But now the Lord said it's a requirement, right? Because we his chosen, we got to come back to our culture, right? Our heritage. The culture that America teaches about so-called black women, right, is that they're whores, right? Their thoughts, right? They like to just shake what their mama gave them, right, and degrade the men, right? That's not our culture, right? The culture of the so-called black men in America is that we thugs, we steal, right? We beat on our women. That's not what the Lord gave us. You see what I'm saying? The Lord gave us, the most beautiful heritage and culture out there. Let's learn about it. Give me 10 and 12.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12. And now Israel.
He's talking about us, right? Even though we have 12 different tribes, all one nation.
What doeth the Lord thy God require of thee?
What is required of me? I'm an Israelite. I'm chosen. That's cool. But what does he want from me? What am I to do? Right? What is my purpose?
But to fear the Lord thy God.
Right? To fear the Lord means that you're capable. You know that anything can happen to you, and it all happened because of the Lord. Right? He can do anything. He made the sky. Right? If you ever been on a plane, you see how much sky there is, how many you're above the clouds, and you see, dang, the Lord did all this. This is crazy. Right? You see the ground, you see everything before you. All this is the Lord's work. Right? Whether we live or die, it was because of the Lord. Right?
To walk in all his ways.
To walk in all his ways. We're going to get into it.
And to love him.
And to love him. Right? To love him, I'm asking this. A lot of people, they have a different definition for love. What do y'all think it means? Remember what I said, it's a much easier definition of what it means according to the Bible. But what comes to mind when you hear it? You say what? Savor? Oh, sacred. Okay, that's a good answer. What about you? There's a lot of things that come to mind. I can't blame it, right? But in the Bible, it's simply one thing, right? Let's see what it is. Because love is a verb. It's an action, right? Just like running, that's a verb. That's an action. So let's see what it is.
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 5 and verse 3.
Bring it out.
For this is the love of God,
So this is the love of God.
that we keep his commandments. And his commandments are not grievous.
They're not hard, right? So we keep the commandments, and the commandments, they're not hard, right? You can get a starter pack today, right? Keep out 3 of them today, keep out 6 of them next week. Because they're nothing hard to do. It's all in the power, all in the will of your mind. See if you want to do it or not, right? So is that making sense to y'all so far? All praises. Can I get y'all one? This is going to be the last thing I say before y'all go. All praise to the Most High, right? So what do y'all like to eat? I see you got I'm only asking because you got the takeout bag. Chicken. What else? What kind of, y'all like to eat seafood? Okay, what kind of seafood? Shrimp. Okay. Crab. Lobster. Oh, man, she got all 3.
Trifecta.
Right? The trifecta. Right?
Not good. The cockroaches.
Yeah, you know, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. I say, y'all know. Okay, watch this. Is it? I don't know. Let's find out.
I'm going to start at verse 2.
Actually, start at verse 1.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
And before you get that, give me Malachi 3 and 16, right? And then that's going to be the last one, right? Because we got to understand, right? We have to understand the reading and the precepts. They link up, right? Chapter 3 and verse 16. Bring it out.
This is the book of Malachi, chapter 3, and verse number 16.
Bring it out.
Then they that feared the Lord,
Slack. 3 and 6.
verse 6, for I am the Lord, I change not.
So from the beginning to the end, he don't change. Keep that in mind. The Lord never changes. He never goes back on his word. We're people. We're men. I can make a promise to you, and I can go back on that, right? It wouldn't be a good thing, but people do it all the time, right? They lie to God, right? They can lie to you too, right? But the Most High, he's never going to go back on his word. Now, let's get Leviticus.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
And the Lord spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying unto them,
Right? The ones who gave us the commandments, right?
Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, These are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth.
Right? So these are the beasts that you can eat, right? He puts the difference between what you can and can't. Let's find out what you cannot eat. Something that a lot of our people, they get sick from, right? A lot of our people, they have certain, what's the word? Diseases and illnesses, right? Because of this.
All right, we drop down to the waters. Verse 7. Verse 7. And the swine, though he divided the hoof.
Right? It's 2 requirements for a land animal to make it clean, and it has to have both, right? Just like you have characteristics of life, right? You have characteristics of a human, right? How they divide science up. You got this family belongs to this type and this. The Lord is the same way, right? So you have 2 requirements that makes the animal clean for us to eat, right? It doesn't matter what the other nations are doing. Why? Because we're set apart. Remember, we're severed. We're not like them, right?
Though he divided the hoof,
Divide the hoof.
and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud.
So that was another requirement. Now this is talking about the swine, aka the pig, the hog, the boar, right? Do y'all like pork? Bacon? Okay.
He is unclean to you.
So any portion of the pig is unclean. Let's keep going on that.
Verse number 9. These shall ye eat of. Verse 8. Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch.
Of their flesh, we can't eat it because it's unclean. You don't want to touch nothing that's unclean. That's like you cooking, right? And I'll say it like this. That's like somebody at your job, they bring you a tub of cookies and they had the dog licking on the spoon. They ain't washed their hands. They got the hair falling out, right? They kind of wiping their eyes over the food crust. Anything and everything falling in the food. You don't know where that food came from. It's unclean to you. Would you eat it? No. Because you don't know nothing. You don't know nothing about this person. They nasty, and that's all you see, right? So the Lord said that these foods, the swine, is unclean to us. He said we can't even touch it with our eyes. Well, it's just alive, that's alive because they're made to be hunters. They're made to be natural hunters. That's what the pig is for. They have a great sense of smell, right? But once they die, they're unclean beasts, right? So a lot of the times our people, they have gout, they have diabetes, high blood pressure, all these different types of diseases, right? They have obesity in our nation, right? A lot of okay. They have a lot of these different ailments and illnesses because of the things that we consume. And pork is a large portion of what we consume. Now, to what you were saying, pork bacon, right? There's alternatives, right? You got turkey bacon. I know it's controversial to bring up turkey bacon, right? You got beef bacon. You got some good turkey bacon. It's out there. You just got to look for it, right? But it's out there. You got some good alternatives. You got chicken. You see what I'm saying? But the Lord said he put a difference between what we can and can't. Not only just because he felt like it, but because it's a reason for it, right? And then, yeah, I feel you. I was gonna get y'all the flyer and get y'all, because I was the last one anyway. But I was gonna get y'all out of here. So does everything I said make sense? All praise to the Most High. All praises. So you would be an Israelite. You're an Israelite from the tribe of Gad. You're an Israelite from the tribe of Judah, right? Does that make sense? All praise to the Most High. Shalom. Y'all stay safe, all right? That's it. Hey, they still funny. All right, all praise to the Lord. We got the brothers in this thing, man.
That's
and
right.
that's just going to show the word is going out, man. And we're not just 3 people out here that believe in something.
That's right.
It's a whole nation of brothers that believe in this. It's not just 3 brothers up here. A lot of our people, they think just because it's only the 3 of us, this is the only 3 that believe in the word.
Okay.
All right, shalom, kings.
Shalom.
Right? There's more brothers that believe that we're the Israelites, man, because that's how the Lord set it up. Give me Baruch chapter 2 and verse 30. I believe it's 2 and 30, right? Baruch chapter 2 and verse 30. How much time I got, 10 minutes? It's always at 10 minutes. Brother kind of be making stuff up. Brother be throwing them hands up.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 2 and verse 30.
Bring it out.
For I knew that they would not hear me.
The Lord said he knew that we was not going to listen. He knew that we wasn't going to hear. What's going on, King? You at work? All right, stay safe, brother.
Y'all go that way.
Right?
For I knew that they would not hear me.
What's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling? Can I ask y'all a question real quick? It's going to be real quick. It's going to be real quick. I appreciate you, bro. What's your name? Say, right? What's your nationality? What's your nationality? Okay, so you said 3 things. You said American, Black, and African American, right? Why we call 3 different things? Why can't we just be one? Okay. Check this out. You believe in God? You believe in God? You don't? Why not? Okay, now think about this. Who made the sky? Okay. So think about this. Somebody had to do it, right? That's all it means to believe in God, is that a power did it, right? But think about it. Some things ain't meant for us to know. Think about this. Does an animal know the same things that you know? What? A monkey might, but a monkey can't do everything that a man do, right? Because it's not for him to know. It's just some stuff that's not meant for us to know. But we know that something created the sky. We know something created us. See what I'm saying? So that's what it means to believe in a God, when you know that a power created it. But we believe in a God that said that we was his own people. There's a God that says that the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American is God's chosen people. That makes sense? All right, take a flyer. Right? We God's chosen people. We're the Israelites. All right? Y'all kings on this earth. Right? All praise to the Most High. Right? Where was we at? Yeah, Baruch chapter 2 and verse 30.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 2 and verse 30.
Bring it out.
And that's we're so destroyed. We believe that nothing created this. Nothing.
Madness.
We believe that this just all appeared out of the blue. You got Edomites that believe that. You can't put yourself on the level of base men, right? The Lord said, I think it's in the book of Sirach. Give me Sirach chapter Salaki, because it's in here, right? The Lord said we're not supposed to make ourselves like base men and bring ourselves down to that level. Salaki. Oh, that's Baruch. It's okay. We can hold off on it. right? But our people believe that literally nothing, the sky just appeared, and we woke up one day and we was just here. We just here, right? No, there's a power out there that created all things, man. That's literally what a God is. Knowing that there's a power that created everything, right? People believe in the Big Boom theory, the Big Bang theory. That's their God, right? People believe in the stone and the statue. That's their God. Believing in God means you believe in a power that does unexplainable things, right? Nobody can explain what's going on, right? Can I ask you a question? Okay. Right? Nobody can explain how the world was created except they read the scriptures. This is the closest thing we have to knowing the power of the Most High God. This is how we get closer to the Most High. This is the only thing that can bring us closer to the Lord, man. But our people just don't believe and God forbid our people read, man. Right? Yeah, you can bring that out.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 4 and verse 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, with the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men.
We got to know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men,
and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setting it up over it the basis of men.
Now we see, that's Job 9 and 24. Right now we see the bases of men are set up over kings, man. Right? We've seen servants upon horses, man. Literally. We've seen servants upon horses, men of low regard and high power, right? Over actual kings that know and believe and teach the law, right? Bring this on. What was I getting? Oh, you got precept? God. Right? But now we have base men, right, above us, right? Nah, there's a precept. Nah, that's not it. But it's okay, right? We get Baruch 2 and 30. What's going on, family? How y'all feeling?
Good.
Right, y'all are God's chosen people. Y'all are Israelites according to the Bible.
That's right.
The basis of men. You can't make this shit up, man.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 2 and verse 30.
Bring it out.
For I knew
It's okay.
that they would not hear me,
okay.
because it is a stiff-necked people.
And the Lord knew we wouldn't hear because we're a stiff-necked people, right? It's in our code to be stiff-necked, right? But it's also in our code to hearken and come back.
That's right.
That's why the Lord said, for many are called, but few are chosen, because it's in our code, right, that the Most High, you got to think about it like a computer, man. The Lord is a genius. The Lord is an intellectual genius, man, right? He put it in some of our code, our DNA, to listen, right? The sheep hear his voice, right? So it's embedded in some of us to understand what the Lord is saying, to understand this makes sense. I'm an Israelite. I have to keep the law, right? That's my duty and sole purpose in life, right? But it's in some of our code to be stiff-necked, man. And the Lord said that we got to make our foreheads hard against their foreheads, right?
But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves.
But in the land of our captivities, we're going to remember ourselves. That's embedded in the code. That's in the script, right? The scriptures is nothing but a script, man. Just how you have plays, you got movie scripts, right? You can find online, you type in your movie, so-and-so movie script, right? And you can find the entire transcription of the entire movie. You can do it on YouTube. You can go to view transcription. You can see every word, line for line, what it's about, what it's going into, right? Every voice line, right? This is literally a movie, and we're reading the script. We know what's going to happen in the end. We know we've seen what happened in the beginning. We're reading the script to the actual movie that the Lord's playing out. We're reading the code to the actual computer that the Lord is programming, man, right? And now we're just waiting for the end, right? We have to play our part, right, so that the guest star, Yahweh Shai, can come and outperform us, man. So he can outshine us and save us so that the movie can close out. And it could be a happily ever after, right? So all praise be to the Most High, right? With that, I'm going to close out. Kwame Yasharala.
Kwame Yasharala.
Shalom.
Shalom.